I just got this email, so I had to make this. This week, the Cheney White House retaliated for not immediately getting another $196 billion in emergency Iraq occupation bucks, no strings attached, by threatening to furlough 100,000 Army and Marine Corps civilian employees in this country. The Democrats passed a funding bill with some relatively flexible requirements for a troop withdrawal goal, but it was blocked by yet another mean-spirited Republican filibuster. The fact is that the Pentagon has plenty of money for all the troops to do whatever they want, but a lion's share of all appropriations are now going to private mercenary militias like Blackwater. There are as many so-called contractors in Iraq as regular members of our armed forces. Has anybody suggested cutting back on any of them? Maybe it's time somebody did. We spend billions of dollars training our armed forces, and for what? So that they can leave to Blackwater, who then sell their services back to us at a massive markup, as much as 10 times as much? What kind of crazy fiscal insanity is that? With their furlough threats, they are literally holding our entire military service for ransom. The only way to really support our troops is to bring them home now, just as the overwhelming majority of Americans are demanding, and as you can demand again now. Okay, I got a link up there to where you need to go, and you need to fill this stuff out, because your voice has to be heard by our politicians. This is much like the Grinch on steroids. They should be bringing our troops home for the holidays, not punishing the families of those who serve by laying them off. In some sick attempt to put political pressure on Democrats, responding to the wishes of the American people, who want an end to the criminal Iraq debacle. The American people have figured out that all these hundreds of billions of emergency appropriations year after year are not going to, and have never gone to, support our troops. Instead, they have been piped directly into the pockets of crony war profiteers, as enabled, for example, by the tag team of Cookie and Buzzy Krongard. One impeding investigations of Blackwater crimes, and the other sitting on their board. Isn't that kind of fishy? And yet, every time someone tries to impose some accountability on this gross embezzlement of the U.S. Treasury, they threaten to starve our real troops, their families, and send them into urban combat without even protective armor. Oh, but it gets worse. In many ways, this is just another form of foreign outsourcing, as now we learn that many thousands of these contractors are goons that Blackwater is recruiting from countries like South Africa and Chile. Then, when they open fire on and mow down innocent civilians, they claim there is no law or jurisdiction where they can be prosecuted for their war crimes. And they have an edict from former U.S. Viceroy Paul Bremer to back them up, along with immunity handed out like candy by our State Department. These mercenaries are poison for our own military. They decimate the morale of our troops, who see them getting rich for doing the same duty as they are, while better equipped. They then further even decimate the ranks of our troops by offering them deals to leave the service which our own military can't compete with, using our own money to do it. And Blackwater and their ilk are poison for any mission we thought we had in Iraq. When one of their foreign thugs murders another Iraq civilian in cold blood just for the hell of it. Tell Congress to end all mercenary contracts now. The privatization of the military is absolutely the worst possible thing for democracy and peace. It makes war an endless corporate imperative. Alright, I got links up there to a couple places I think you should check out. Peace.